Hey, what's up? What's up, Chosen? Uh, man, I decided to go ahead and start making videos and just taking y'all through my life, and the certain times I had where I had vivid dreams and other times when I had prophetic dreams. And then I'll tell you about my encounter with God. So basically, my whole purpose of this is so I can kind of like take out the all that time consuming um, that it takes for you to first figure out what literature to read to get you on the right path, and and secondly, I'm gonna go ahead and exclude all the bullshit and all the scriptures that come from other scriptures, right? Because it's it's kind of I kind of have like mixed emotions about knowing the truth. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and and living in a society where we happily let the like false narrative enslave us, right, into a state of thinking. Um, and and I know for a lot of people it's gonna be real hard to admit that the whole time they've been wrong. You know what I'm saying? That they put their trust in the wrong institutes, um, in the wrong churches or cults, and just coming, just admitting that that they were wrong this whole time. But of course, that's really rare in the type of world we live in. We care. Well, I'm not gonna say we because I don't. You know what I'm saying? But 90 some % of the people uh, experiencing this life experience with me, 90% of them, they they'll die behind their beliefs, even though they're not even sure if what they believe is right. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like you strike a nerve when you tell them, and then the barbarian's gonna come out of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be the ones trying to get loud. They're gonna be the ones trying to recite scripture to you. They're gonna be the ones. Really, they're gonna be the ones getting mad. You know what I'm saying? The only person's energy that's gonna be changing in that room is gonna be the people you offended and the main person you're talking to. So just to put everything into perspective, I'm 26 years old. I uh I went to prison when I was 19, and I wish I would have known a lot of things that I know now about the legal system, but I didn't. I was just a hard-headed kid with a court-appointed lawyer, and just didn't have no direction in my life. So I went ahead and took the best thing that I was gonna get out the deal. So after 2 years, I'm sitting there on Lou Sterrick. I come out of Dallas, so that's where we go. So after 2 years, they just put it on the table. We got 9, or you go to trial. So I'm already in a lose-lose situation. I'm already at a standstill right here. I feel like, and so I signed 9 years. Being naive and listening to my lawyer, like, man, you're young. Like, you go down there and do 4 years. Like, you come out in 4 years. Never happened. You know what I'm saying? I did my whole time. But anyway, so whenever you get introduced into the prison system, it's about you being real. You know what I'm saying? It's about it's about you standing up as a man, you know what I'm saying, and holding it down for where you from. So I was in that type of mentality. I was just wild, you know what I'm saying, just young, want to fight, and yeah, I just want to want to do crazy stuff, right? Just as far as like fighting and doing heart checks and all that. So boom, that life, that life, that's what I was living, right? Just kind of chaotic, and so I always been a respectful dude. I always been a stand up dude. You know what I'm saying? A dude with integrity. So the time that I did get into it wasn't because of I brought it. You know what I'm saying? It was because I was just reacting to somebody's disrespect or something like that. But I fought a lot in there. Just in my county, just in them 2 years I told you I was there, I had like 17 fights, and I was getting moved. I was going to SNU, and it's like lock up the whole, and so yeah. So now I'm 26, right? And that there'll be like in prison. There's always gonna be some dudes that's been there for a long time that are smart than a mug. They on their literature, they're on their self help books. They try to better themselves. You know what I'm saying? Get a positive mindset on things. And so I will sometimes hear this this dudes engaging in like uh in like uh in like interesting conversation, philosophical information. My bad. I've been speaking Spanish for so long. I haven't spoken English, so that's why it's happening. But so, anyways, uh, so yeah, and I used to marvel like, not I wouldn't be like, damn, you know what I'm saying, but in my own mind, I'd be like, man, that was up. Like that's a good. Like I knew that those were good traits to instill in a man. You know what I'm saying? And so I grew up Christian. I went stayed in a Christian church on my youth, and then as I got older, I started gang banging. So I left it alone. But so I knew my household belonged to Christ. You know what I'm saying? I knew woo woo, but I didn't want to be like a yes man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just follow Christianity because that's what was taught in my community. You know what I'm saying? In my country. So like things will come up in my mind like, man, if you them type of dudes, if you was in India, you'll be a Buddhist. If you was in I mean, my bad. If you was in China, you'll be a Buddhist. If you was in India, you'll believe in what's her name, Shiba, and then the Indians, they're like Krishna. There's a Krishna god, and um, then you got Muhammad, and then you got yeah, you got people like that. You know what I'm saying? Influential people. So I didn't want to be just a one of these robots. You know what I'm saying? That just gonna they're just gonna go fly with information, not even question it or nothing. So man, I said, you know what? I know there's a God. That's without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be praying to the wrong God just because I was born in the wrong side of whatever border they put between me and the real guy. You know. So so boom, I said, all right. So I'm gonna